Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a Daily Shooter, and this is a video that I have definitely never wanted to make. I've recently had to make some hard decisions, decisions that didn't come easy. I had to sit down with my wife and talk to her a little bit about, the future of the channel, where the channel's been, where it is now, and where, I hope to see the channel in the future. And we had to make those difficult decisions. It's not something that I like, but you know what? YouTube is really forcing a lot of people in the corner. Now, on my channel, I try and make good content, or at least I've really been working to make better content. And in doing so, what I like to do on this channel is whenever I review a product, I take the product out, I go out to the desert, I'll spend 2 days out there, maybe 16 to 20 hours, and I'll test different things so that I can bring the footage back and compile everything and make you guys a good review instead of just taking something out of a package or a box, doing a tabletop and telling you all about it, and then that's the end of it. No, I like to take it out of the box, show you, and then test it and then tell you about it. Well, in doing so, it's really cost a lot of money, and that's fine. I have been eating a majority of the cost for this channel for a long time. That's what it takes to grow, right? It takes an investment to get a channel to grow, and that was okay with me until recently when YouTube just completely cut everything off. And I have seen now I am down 70% as far as my revenue goes, and I am barely covering the gas that it takes me to go back and forth. Right now I do about 32 hours a week in filming and editing. Editing takes me quite a while. Every time you see it fade to black and then come back, that is another little clip with a sub clip, with an audio clip, and all of these things that take a lot of my time. So nights and weekends are full. I am basically full-time doing this YouTube thing. Well, one thing that I have tried to avoid is Patreon, and after weighing all of my options with my wife, it looks like Patreon is the only possible way that I can keep doing the channel that I have right now. It's either that or the format has to completely change to either just tabletop reviews where I never have to leave the house, or I don't have to expend so much ammunition, because right now I'm going through quite a bit of ammunition, travel and time. I'm going to have to cut all of that so far back that it's just not going to be the recognizable channel that I had before. The other option is to completely close the channel. And obviously those two options are not options that I want to go with. I've worked very hard for the past 4 years to create what I have here. And it's been a pretty good ride. It's been a lot of fun. But at the same time, it's been a lot of work. And I don't want to see that work disappear. So here's what I'm going to do. I created a Patreon account today, reluctantly, extremely reluctantly, because I honestly hate this. This is not, I don't like asking for money. This is something that you get for free. So what I'm going to try and do is not ask for money, okay? For those people that don't want to contribute, absolutely fine. Look, I have no hard feelings at all. Enjoy the content that is still here. Enjoy the channel as you have, okay? And that's fine. I do not want you to donate if you cannot donate, you can't afford it, you can't afford $1. Trust me, I understand. There was a time in my life where my wife and I could barely afford a pizza for a date night on a Friday night at home, with a rented movie. We couldn't afford that. We were poor. So I understand the value of $1. I lived like that for a while. So if you can't afford it, don't. If you don't want to, simply because you're one of those people that just likes getting the free content and you want to see everything just remain the same, then don't donate either. And I harbor no ill will towards you. Please enjoy the channel, and thank you for supporting the channel by creating views and for watching, leaving comments, things of that nature. But for those people who have really enjoyed the content, they want to see the type of content that I'm giving out stay the same, or at least very similar, then I will be accepting money from those people who feel like donating to the channel. I don't want to feel like I'm begging. I friggin' hate it. I absolutely do. But again, like I said, I'm faced with few options, right? So I have to make a choice. This is what a lot of channels are having to do, and we all have to make a choice. I try and focus a lot on California gun laws. These are things that are changing constantly. And so in researching those and spending a lot of time finding out about the new things that are coming up down the road, this is also a message that I would like to keep spreading, and I don't want YouTube to squash that by making it unaffordable for a lot of us. So on Patreon, if you're still watching this video and you haven't unsubscribed from the channel, first, thank you. And secondly, on Patreon, I'm going to try and give you guys some bonus content. So that I don't feel like I'm just asking for your money for nothing. I'm going to try and provide you with something. So there'll be different tier levels that you can donate to, starting at $1, and $1 will get you any exclusive Patreon content. And then if you want to donate $5 or $10, then what you actually get for your donation will actually increase. So the increased value that you give will also increase what you get through Patreon. There'll be exclusive stuff like behind the scenes. People that are on Patreon will be able to see what's coming down the road a little bit sooner through photographs, posts, again, behind the scenes, things that I'm doing there. And I also have a very limited number of patches that are still left over from previous sales that I've done that I'll be giving out to Patreons that donate a little bit higher. Right now, that's pretty much the best I can do. I am so far in the red on this channel that it's not even funny, but in order to create the same content, or like I said, at least keep it similar, this is kind of the route that I have decided to go towards. So again, I want people to know that I'm not doing Patreon simply because I'm trying to earn money. The money will all go back into the channel. Money will all go back into creating the content. This is not something that I'm using to line my pockets by any means. So I don't want people to think that. This is all going to go to a channel that roughly cost me about $1,200 a month. For instance, on recent projects that I've started, I spent $675 last month alone so that I can get the parts and the pieces and all the final stuff that I need in order to provide the content that you guys see for upcoming videos. And that's not even including ammunition. Ammunition's another $500 or so this last 3 or 4 weeks. So anyway, it's not just for, hey, I bought a camera a year ago and this camera cost me money and I got to spend $125 a month on internet to maintain high access internet. This isn't anything like that. The Patreon money is going to go to creating the type of content that you want to see here. So anyway, now that I've let you know about Patreon, I will put a link in the description box. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your support. And to be honest with you, if everything gets fixed with YouTube, then I will see about the future of Patreon, depending on whether or not Patreon has any success in it at all anyway. And maybe even keep Patreon even if YouTube comes back, just for those people who might want to just enjoy the exclusive content that you might get there. So thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.